Hi everyone, Bandanner here, I hope you're all doing well. Today we're diving into the early access release of Laysara Summit Kingdom, a stunning city builder from Quite OK Games in collaboration with Future Friends as the game's publisher. A huge thanks to them both for providing me with the keys so I could check out the game. Now, going back, I was intrigued by the demo, but I wasn't sure exactly what to expect from the early access release, and honestly, this game has blown me away. Laysara Summit Kingdom boasts some of the most breathtaking visuals and art style I've ever seen in a city builder. And to think it's been developed by a small team of just 3 people with some outside help on art and sound. It's truly remarkable what they've actually achieved. But it's not just about looks, of course. This game features a well-crafted resource and production system complete with layered research and a clear end goal. Plus there are plenty of unique challenges to keep you on your toes. Moreover, it has a clear and sensible early access roadmap which is proudly presented from the main menu. Now, before we dive deeper, I'm curious, what would be your top 3 must-have qualities in a city builder game? Are you all about the graphics? Do you prefer deep resource management systems or population governance? Or perhaps you just want a complete sandbox mode with no goals, so to speak? Let me know down in the comments below. For me, while I'm gushing over the visuals here, my top priority is a robust resource management system with clear inputs and outputs. And I crave a solid sense of progression, something to strive for beyond just sandbox gameplay, so I appreciate there being an end goal. And of course, the stunning art style never hurts. Anyhow, back to Laysara. This game ticks all these boxes for me and then some. It's a rare gem that hits all the right notes for a city builder, with some unique features thrown in for good measure. Frankly, the quality of this release took me by surprise, and trust me, as my regular viewers will know, I'm not easy to impress when it comes to early access games. Okay, let's delve deeper into what makes Laysara Summit Kingdom shine. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the game, especially if you've played it already, down in the comments. The game, of course, is not without a story. It even boasts voice-acted characters for the introduction. In the world of Laysara, a thick, impenetrable mist has enveloped the land, compelling its inhabitants to seek sanctuary in the mountains. Here, amidst the towering peaks, players will embark on the task of carving out new settlements to both survive the harsh conditions and seek favour of the gods in hopes of dispelling the oppressive mist. Throughout your journey, you'll encounter 3 main characters: a monk, a lowlander, and an artisan. Their intertwined narratives add depth and engagement to the game's challenges, sprinkled with moments of light-hearted humour. Oh, and don't forget the yaks. Let's dissect the gameplay into several sections, starting with the city building and its layered approach, followed by a discussion on the resource management and its very sensible features. Finally, we'll explore some of the unique challenges that you're going to face in this game. I will note here the goal of the standard mode is to strive to build a large temple atop the mountain, but getting there requires progression and careful management of both the buildable area you have and also your resources. Building in Laysara Summit Kingdom follows a familiar pattern of many city builders, where you construct on a square grid with various building sizes. The land is segmented into 3 different elevations, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. From fertile ground at the base to barren, cold terrain at the mountain's peak, players must utilise all elevations to sustain their settlements. Now, most buildings in the game have a maximum transport distance, adding an extra layer of challenge requiring careful planning and placement. To overcome this, the game offers transport buildings that extend the resource ranges, enabling efficient distribution throughout the settlement. I particularly appreciated the simplicity of just being able to drag a line from one building to another to spread out those resources. And additionally, I appreciated the fact there were multiple types of these transport buildings, including one that was like a smaller distribution warehouse that would split resources to multiple buildings, adding a unique strategic dimension to the transport of those resources, and also in your city planning, because obviously they require different types of inhabitants to run them. I will note that unusually for a city building game, the buildings cannot be rotated. This is because they are built on a slope, and to have them turn, the team would have had to make a brand new 3D model for every single building that turned, and it simply wasn't viable with such a small team. However, the advantage of this is it just adds another layer of complexity to that city planning, forcing players to consider optimal placement carefully based on the shape of the building. Resource and production change start simple, satisfying the basic needs of inhabitants, lowlanders, artisans, and monks. However, as technology advances, inhabitants require more advanced comforts, leading to longer and more intricate production trees covering food, products, and fulfilling spiritual and educational needs. Upgradable houses or dormitories increase living space, ultimately boosting your population. Now here's something I didn't see coming. Yaks basically serve as a fourth inhabitant type, with their own intriguing mechanics evolving throughout the game, allowing players to produce and care for more yaks in a smaller area. The 3 levels of elevation mechanic also has a role in production, especially of resources, as some will perform better down at the base and some will perform better higher up. For example, yaks produce more milk down at the base of the mountain and more wool at the top of the mountain where it's cold. What about the game's challenges? Well, keeping a positive bank balance is crucial, achieved via donations, aka the tax system in the game, trading with other settlements, and the production of gold coins where gold mines are available. Trading, however, is a two-way street, necessitating both selling and purchasing of goods that you don't have access to on your mountain. Another significant challenge comes from the avalanches, which increase in strength over time and are affected by the in-game weather as well. While they cannot be stopped, players can mitigate their impact by planting forests or constructing walls. Additionally, a massive horn can trigger avalanches early, allowing the player to deal with lower power events more effectively, rather than waiting for the big build-up of a major avalanche. The game already offers a variety of game modes, featuring both a standard building mode where you are provided with progression objectives and then a final goal of building the temple atop the mountain. After completing the tutorial, players can choose from any of the current maps to play that on, each of those maps having its own challenges and resource availability. There's also a range of difficulty levels to select from, including a sandbox mode for those not wanting to worry about any specific objectives. Additionally, more maps are planned for release during the early access phase. In addition, there are also currently 4 challenge missions available. These missions present players with individual objectives on existing maps, often with a time limit or similar constraints. Further challenge modes are also in the pipeline. Upon the game's release out of early access, players can also look forward to a campaign mode offering a structured narrative experience. Speaking about release, let's have a look at the roadmap in a bit more detail. So as you can see, starting at the bottom going up to the top, you've got various points. We're going to have difficulty level customization, so not just the predefined ones that currently exist. Localization to new languages, new decorative buildings, there's already a few in there. New mid-game mechanic, that's got me wondering what that's going to be. New scenarios and challenges, trading between player towns, new production chains, new scenarios and challenges part 2, improved photo mode, new resource transportation method, then new production chains part 2, then a new scenario and challenges part 3, some visual upgrades, and then the campaign mode with the 1.0 release. That all sounds very sensible and nicely laid out. Looking forward to seeing what these new things that they're adding are, especially this new mid-game mechanic. In Laysara, the attention to detail extends into its audio. While all the sounds are fantastic, including the voice acting for the characters, it's the music that truly stands out. The soundtrack fits the setting perfectly, offering a range of tracks that never become grating, enhancing the immersive experience. Graphically, the game is visually very impressive, from the breathtaking views around the mountain to the intricately detailed buildings and signs along the roads. It's evident that a significant amount of care and attention went into this aspect of the game's design. Additionally, the game boasts impressive particle effects for avalanches, with interactions that feel dynamic and immersive as they affect the surrounding terrain and structures. Laysara Summit Kingdom strides confidently into early access, delivering a city-building experience that hits all the right notes. With its diverse selection of maps, difficulty levels, and challenge missions, players can already sink many hours into its engaging gameplay. From its visually stunning landscapes to its meticulously designed buildings and resource management system, the game demonstrates the developer's dedication to creating a standout entry in the genre. On a personal note, as I played, I found an immense satisfaction in refining my building placement and strategizing for the challenges ahead. Often this type of thing can feel like a chore. It did not in this game. They found the right balance. The current price of the early access version is £16.75 or $19.99 US, with 20% off till the 24th of April, making it just £13.40. Now, I never tell people to buy early access games, as you know, but I will say I think you get exceptional value for money already with this game. I was genuinely surprised how low the pricing point is, which is rare because, let's be fair, I'm usually saying games are too expensive for the content they provide. Have you tried Laysara Summit Kingdom? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, whether you agree with my assessment or you have your own take. Other viewers, I'm sure, will appreciate your feedback. Or perhaps you would just like to mention something you would like to see in a specific update for the game. I shall leave it there though. Thanks as always for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe. I'll see you all soon.